Colleen here. I want to share a little box with you today that I made to hold a Christmas gift for my 4 grandchildren. Each year I like to give them a little gift to hang on the tree so that when they eventually leave home they can take their little gifts with them and hang them on their own tree, ensuring that it's the tradition they pass on. I did this for my children and they have all their little gifts hanging on their tree that I gave them over the years, so I thought I'd just keep it going. This year I've bought the children all a little jingle bell. It's quite sweet. This one's Charlie's. His is a matte finish. Bonnie and Evie both have the silver bell, which is quite sweet. This one's for Bonnie. I've written their name and date underneath so that they'll know what year it was given to them in. It's just a nice little tradition that I try to keep going. When I was doing it for my children, I did it for all my nieces and nephews too. So I had 10 little gifts every year, and they all look forward to receiving their little gift to hang on the tree. Excuse me. So I will get started with showing you what to do. Now, the bits that we'll be using today are the stitched oval and the basic oval. We'll be using the 1/4 inch, 1 1/4 inch and the 1 1/2 inch ovals. We will also be using a little stamp set. It's very old, but it was the perfect one to go on here, and I just couldn't find my stamp set that had the other greetings on it, so I just went with this one. I'll be using fern ink today. I will also be using a little bit of fern. Our silver glitter gems, I'm going to colour those in using the sap green marker, and I'm going to use some twine to go around underneath. And our paper, now it's an unusual measurement. It is 4 7/16. Now the 7/16 of an inch is, I will show you just here. There's your, it doesn't matter where I show you, there's your 1/2 inch. It's that one right there, just after the just before the 1/2 inch. So that's your 1/2 inch. That's your 7/16 of an inch, and that's what size I've cut the base at. So it's 4 7/16 by 4 7/16. That's a mouthful. Try saying that one fast. Our little lid measures 3 by 3 inches. Now we're going to score our base at 1 1/2 inches on all 4 sides, and our lid will be scored at 3/4 of an inch. So we'll get started now, and I'll show you how it works. Now, when I score, I always like to use a scoreboard. You can use your trimmer, but I find for a much more accurate scoring, it's better to use a scoreboard. So we'll do our base at 1 1/2 inches on all 4 sides. And for our lid, we'll do it at 3/4 of an inch on all 4 sides. Hope you can see that. I don't think I have that in view. Sorry about that. So there we are. So that's our scoring done. I was going to film early this morning, but the sun was so terrible coming in here. There were stripes that looked like a zebra table and you couldn't see, so I thought I had to wait until the sun went down, went overhead a little bit more. And then I got watching telly instead of cleaning my room, and yada yada yada. And it still looks like a tip, even though I did try to clean it the other day. I'm in the process of moving from one room to another. So what we're going to do here is we're going to cut in, notch out, and then we're going to turn and do that again. So cut in, notch out, turn, cut in, notch out, and turn, cut in, notch out, and we're done. Oh, that's a little bit. I'll lay it down so you can have a look at it. So that's what the lid will look like. Okay, so I'll put that aside. Now we'll burnish and fold all our score lines. Now this is Tis the Season paper from the paper pack. I just love it. I think it's just beautiful. The other little boxes are made in Oh What Fun, with the silver lid. I just thought silver looks really nice with that one, and the red looked lovely with this. Gold looks really nice with this one too. So we're going to cut in and wedge and wedge again. But with this one we're going to cut a small piece off the bottom. We're going to turn it and repeat that again. So cut in, wedge, wedge, and a small piece off the bottom. And I just stabbed myself with the scissors. Oh, that hurt. Sharp points on these ones, that's for sure, kiddos. Right. And just a little bit off the bottom. You don't need a big chunk off. Oh, that was crooked. Good thing it's on the inside, you won't see it. I'll remove those. So, now I might get a bit of white and put that on so you can see. Is that big enough? Yeah, there we are, so you can see what it'll look like. So that's what you need to have it looking like. Okay? And then there's your red one. So you can see that look like that. Alright, let's get started and put them together. Now for the base, because it's paper, you can just use your tape runner. I like to try and fold that edge in and get it as close to the edge as possible so that it's, because I want it to stick really well. By doing that, cutting the box this way, it means that every piece, when you marry this straight edge up with the folded edge, it means that inside I now have a double layer there, so it's going to make, see, it'll make it stronger there. So you just keep swinging that around. And bring that one in. And there's our little box to hold our little treat. So I'll just pop Charlie's ball in, every little bell. And then for this, because adhesives don't work on it, you need to use glue dots. And what I like to do is fold that, grab my glue dots, and I like to put 2 glue dots on. So one there, oh, come on, don't be difficult. One there and one there. I don't know how well you can see them, but just there and there. And I'll do that all the way around. Oh, crikeys. I just find if I fold it, then I know where that score line is and I can get it as close to the score line as possible. And one more. One there. I keep thinking I've taken it out of camera shot. Sorry about that. So now we just do exactly the same thing. Just bring it up and just stick it together. Now I like to do 2 corners. I'll bring that side in, but I'm going to sit the box in. I'm going to lay that down, that side, press that in, and that side. That way I know that when I pull that off, go in there, little munchkin. When I pull that off, oh, come on. I know you want to go in there, don't be difficult. Oh, I had it caught. But that's going to fit perfectly on top. See, I can even hold it by the lid and it's not going to come off. So that's the little box made. Now we will set to and cut out our shapes. I'll just bring up the Big Shot. My husband bought me a lovely brand new big desk the other day, so that's why I have to move rooms, because it's too big to go in this room. But it's lovely and I can't wait to get started using it. But by the time I empty this room, it's pretty scary prospect, but we'll do it. Right, so we'll lay these down. Now I want the plain circle there and the stitch one on there. I'll just run those through. Take those off. Get rid of that. Now we're just going to bring this over and stamp on it. I'll put them over there so I don't lose them, which is more than likely. Take our fern ink. Ink that up. Henry's I did with candy apple ink. I couldn't think of the name of it, and New England Ivy. Charlie I'm doing with Fern. Oh my God, my brain has shut down at the moment. So I'm just going to attach that onto the oval. I need to get it straight. There we are. Now onto the back, I'm going to add a bit more adhesive, and I'm going to take some of our thread, which is, I think that's it there, and just wind off some. And I'm just going to pull it down with my fingernail and cut off a chunk of it. Now I'm just going to make some loops onto the back. So I'll stick that on. Oh, this does not like me. Actually, if I wind that way, wind this one just in here. Oh, no, I'll cut that bit off. It's not happy with me. My sisters don't want to play games. Right here, I'll just spread them out a little bit more. Now I'll get some 3D foam dots. Stick them on. Peel this off the back. Oh, it doesn't matter. Henry won't care. As long as it's got a gift inside. It's a shame it's not a dinosaur, he would have been really happy. Now to finish it off, I'm going to take one of our, I'll put a bit of white under it so you can see, just the silver glitter, and I'm just going to colour in the top. Just colour it in. That's what I did with the red one. I coloured it in with crimson, the crimson Shinhan marker. Put it in under there. I suppose that would have looked nice with the red one. Doesn't matter. Makes them all a bit different. So there we have it. My 4 little boxes. Evie, Bonnie, Charlie, Henry. See, I can even remember. So, and that's what they look like from the side. All the different colours. So I hope you enjoyed this little project. Till next time, keep on creating, and bye for now.